as a market for us where there's a real need to get clear about what's trending and what's not trending, because if you can get the trend, if you can get the starts of trends and the trend in markets like this, there is great money to be made. Leka, what's happening in the markets? How do you see it?
All right, I'm going to show a couple of charts. Let me just do that. Let's see. All right, we're going to start with Gbp Jpy and what I'm seeing here. At the moment, on the monthly chart, we have been pretty much going in a range. So I know you're talking about trend trading, and I normally do basically trend trading, but at the moment, this is just a lovely opportunity that might present some setups. So what I'm looking at is trading either between the range, because there is enough room on the 4-hourly, or outside. So when we have a look at the weekly, this is the trend that we're going in. We've had a couple of rejections at the top. So I'm looking to see what's going to happen at the top of that range. Are we going to have a reversal and a look to short, or is that going to go above and continue the trend upwards? So here we are on the daily. Now we're not quite there yet. We haven't touched the top of that range, but in the past, when we touched the top of the range, it took like 5 or 6 days there. This is on a daily, and around 6 days there as well to reverse and come back down. So let's say we do get a touch. I would be watching, you know, a couple of days, 6 days, and let's see, is there going to be a reversal at that point, or are we just going to keep going through? So this is an area of interest. On the 4-hourly, I'm looking for a double top or a lower high if it's going to come down. Otherwise, just continuing the trend above and retest above as usual. Now, similarly, Eurogjpy is in a similar position. So on the monthly, again, ranging between those two values there. On the weekly, getting towards the top. So here again, I'm looking at what is going to happen. If I'm going to trade it as a range, then I would be looking at the stochastic in addition to the price action on both of them. Now, because both of them are highly correlated, so on my correlation here, Gbp Jpy and Eurojpy on the daily, 92% at the moment, and on 4-hourly, 97%, means we need to manage our risk. So either entering the setup that occurs first, or if we're going to enter both, managing the risk, halving the risk for each, so that we're not in the same trend or same direction for both of them at the same time. So that's what I'm looking at there. And the other one is Eurogbp. The Eurogbp on the monthly, I see this channel going downwards. Weekly, again, this shorter trend going downwards very slowly, but we did have a weekly pin bar. So high test bar, rejection of the top. So I'm looking at short on this. On the daily, we see that we are at the moment in this range at the top of the channel. So I'm looking for any pushback from the top to look for short. On the 4-hourly, here, what I'm looking for, either some price action at the top of the channel there. So it would probably poke above, just like that, with a close below, but in the top third. And then there would be enough room to go at least 1 to 1, 1 to 2. if you're going to do the range. Otherwise, just wait until the price action goes below and then take a short position from there if there is a reversal in this area there. So that's what I'm looking at. If it does continue above, then I would be looking for a price breakthrough first, a couple of closes, come back and a retest there. So that one. Let's see, on the daily, we have had, also when we at the top of the range, we have like about 10 candles at the top there. Here we touched the range, let's say maybe around there. So we need, at the moment we have about 3, so another 7. So it's not something that might happen quickly, but it's something that I'm going to be looking at this week and next week. That is about it. Let me just have a look. What else did I have? Oh, I was going to have a look at the news. So in terms of any of the high impact news, I'm looking at Wednesday. So 6 p.m. This is Sydney time, by the way. So just adjust. And 11 p.m. for the GBP pairs. Obviously, I'm looking at a couple of the GBPs. So that might have high impact. So possibly trading either well ahead of that or after those news finish. So those are the things that I'm looking at today. And this week, and yeah, possibly next week if the setups don't happen this week, we shall see. That is all from me.
Cheers, Leka. Really cool. Do you have the correlation, hot list? Do you have the address for
that? Sure. Yeah, I can put that in the.
Could you put it in the chat for us?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, sure.
Cheers. If you're watching this on, I'll get Maya to pass that out. So we'll have it in the Zoom for those live in the Zoom, and the Zoom is busy. Good to have you guys all with us. And for those that are watching this live on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, I'll ask Mike if you can post it into that those areas for you guys as well, so you guys can see that. I really like the correlation hot sheet there, Link. I think it's something that traders need to be more aware of, particularly as you were saying. You don't want to be in euro, yen, and pound yen because all you're really doing is taking one position twice. You know, they are too correlated to be in those things. So nice to see, and interesting to see the price action looking for in reversal. It's very detailed. I think that a lot of people just look for a break and a retest, the bars above, the stuff coming back. The patience for that to unfold into a genuine setup as opposed to just a little pattern. Really nice to see. I mean, if you're trading at home, that should really, really help. Thank you, Leka. We'll see you back on the 3rd Sunday of April.